Hello and welcome back to Invincible Asia. I'm George Clark and today I get to check out the new Blu-ray release of The Untold Story from Idiot Films. Don't forget folks, before we go any further, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, like the video and all that jibber jabber, and thank you very much for supporting Invincible Asia. Super excited to have this movie in my hands. It has been some time since I have opened a movie here with some Kung Fu Bob artwork on there, and I am super glad to see that the guy is still alive and working hard. And that's probably the problem. He's probably working so hard that we haven't seen too much of him, which is unfortunate. But this is exciting. I am so happy that he has been able to grace this cover. As I say, I'm a big fan of his work, as you know, of all his posters framed around the studio here, and it's just nice to see him back. Let me crack this open because this is coming out this month from Idiot Films. Anthony Wong and Herman Yao's Sick and Twisted Bunman, The Untold Story. Of course, they did release Ebola Syndrome recently, my favourite Cat 3 movie of all time. And this does have pretty much as much gut-churning scenes in it there, and it is quite as disgusting. A wonderful, wonderful performance from Anthony Wong. Let me first show you this wonderful artwork from Kung Fu Bob before I jump back in time and share with you when I first got this movie. Of course, I did not ever see a video version of The Untold Story. That would never have gotten released here in the UK back in the mid-90s. This is a 1993 production. But I did pick it up whenever the DVD market came in with this kind of very, very cheap, who's released this? City Connection DVD release, imported from Hong Kong. And it is quite nasty, quite cheap and nasty. Suits the film, but I remember the quality on here being pretty piss poor. It wasn't wonderful by any means. You can kind of see that with the disc here. And do you know what? It was enough though. I think that quality kind of added to the grittiness and the darkness of this film. Of course, based on a true story to some degree there. But yes, the wonderful Danny Lee stars in there with Anthony Wong, who is incredibly sick. And I mean, it is definitely a role that I think I've read in interviews that even he questions why people like it. So yes, but then not so long ago, and you can go back and check out my video unboxing for this, but Unearthed Films, I believe, Unearthed Classics, released The Untold Story on Blu-ray, which really made my day whenever this came through the door. Super, super, super excited to get this. Packed with many extra features there, many of which I'm going to guess could be carried over to the Idiot Films release. But it was, again, to be able to see this film kind of cleaned up and released in full HD was outstanding, just brilliant, and followed the likes of Ebola Syndrome from Vinegar Syndrome, and of course Idiot Films, and a few other Cat 3 movies that have been hitting our shelves recently, which is fan-friggin-tastic. Okay, let me get stuck into, oh, beautiful, just beautiful. I wish they had done this with Ebola Syndrome. I'm not complaining, but I think, let me quickly check here. Yeah, they just released Ebola Syndrome in a regular Blu-ray format. Still looks beautiful, still had a lot going for it, still plenty there to enjoy, but I wish they'd kind of done this deluxe edition because it's just beautiful, and nobody else UK based in terms of boutique labels are doing this. So front and back of this wonderful cover here, and then the spine of course, and with this I can see there is a booklet as well as the Blu-ray. So let me go through with you, of course, first of all the special features. We have got the uncut special edition includes, first of all, I do see that it is running at 96 minutes, which matches the Unearthed Blu-ray version that also runs at 96, Full HD, Region B. So, limited edition rigid slipcase, double-sided fold-out poster, a perfect bound booked with new writing on the film by Zoe Rose Smith and Paul Bramhall, high definition 1080p Blu-ray, presentation in 1.85.1 aspect ratio, lossless 2.0 Cantonese mono, newly translated English subtitles, an isolated score, audio commentary with Hong Kong film expert Frank Jiang, archive commentary with actor Anthony Wong, archive commentary with director Herman Yao, Hong Kong superstars Anthony Wong's UK visit, Cantonese Carnage, an interview with Rick Baker, a Hong Kong trailer, an English trailer, and reversible cover with new artwork by Kung Fu Bob. Okay, pretty cool, but a lot of that is on there is definitely part of this. So, unless you're a massive fan of Kung Fu Bob's artwork, which I hope a lot of you are, and a couple of extras on there, such as the audio commentary with Frank Jiang, which isn't on here. They have a separate audio commentary by Art Edinger and Bruce Holchek. But the Anthony Wong and Herman Yao commentaries are also on here. The isolated film score is also on here. We have the Cantonese Carnage with Rick Baker on here. Although there is a couple of extras. There's a Q&A with Herman Yao, and Category 3, the Untold Story of Hong Kong Exploitation Cinema featurette on here also. So they do, each release has got a couple of different things there that separates them and doesn't make it a complete waste if you're spending on both, of course. But for me, this is absolutely worth buying alone for this stunning packaging from both Kung Fu Bob and 88 Films in what they've put out in this deluxe edition. Okay, let me get in here and pop. Shall I do the book first? Let's do the... Oh, gosh. I mean, Bob, that could actually just be an Untold Story comic book in itself. It should have been an Untold Story comic book. These films go up to part 3. Unrelated, of course, but based around crimes. Hong Kong crimes, I do believe. And this being the first. But that is just a gorgeous, gorgeous piece there from Kung Fu Bob. Love that colouring. Oh, beautiful. Okay, let's get stuck in here and see. So, there it is. Beautiful. This is gorgeous. A much nicer layout than, if I remember correctly, looking through Vinegar Syndrome's booklets lately, of like, say, the likes of Undefeatable and others. This is a much better. Oh, beautiful. Very good. Plenty to read there. Some nice shots coming through. Untold Stories, Ebola Syndromes, and Sleep Curses. Very good. Of course, Sleep Curse is one of the latest collaborations from the two. Anthony Wong and Herman Yao. I absolutely adore Herman Yao as a director. I mean, that guy can jump into any genre and pull off a wonderful film. Maybe they might not be perfect, but they certainly entertain, and they certainly have a lot of praise whenever they do come out there. Herman Yao and Anthony Wong filmography, beautiful. That is a gorgeous spread. Wow. Very, very nice. Very nice indeed. And of course, Taxi Hunter will be coming out later in the year from 88 Films, which I'm super excited for, because that is one movie that I have absolutely always found it hard to get my hands on. So I've never seen it, and I cannot wait for it to get released. Oh my god, I'm so excited for that. Anyway, popping the Blu-ray out, we have the same kind of cover, front and back, as we see on the rigid slipcase. I see a Kung Fu Bob poster. Inside we have got the poster here and the gorgeous disc on the other side. I will pop out this cover first of all and show you the full Kung Fu Bob spread here, as you can see. And on the other side, the original Hong Kong promotional artwork there, which I'm going to then slip back in, since Bob has got that stunning rigid case. Oh, wow. This is just, if I could get it in, my eyesight is going something shocking. Oh, it's not fun getting old, guys. Can you believe that this movie is already 30 years old? I mean, wow, that's just incredible. 30 years this year. Oh, shocking actually. It's not incredible, it's shocking. Okay, let's pop this gorgeous piece of artwork out. I cannot wait to get this on the wall. Oh yes, this will fit beautifully into one of my Poundland frames. Look at that. Absolutely friggin' gorgeous. Well done, Kung Fu Bob, once again. Nice to have you back, and nice to have a bit of fresh artwork for the wall. Well, I've got one space left. Maybe I'll have to start popping some old stuff out and kind of like just changing around. And on the other side, flipped over, we have that Hong Kong version. I mean, it's a cool poster, it's a cool shot, and it really does set the tone, absolutely. But this is the all-around winner, which will be going on my wall very, very soon. If you haven't already seen this, I'm just looking at these guys munching on their steam buns at the back there. If you haven't seen this movie already, Jesus, you're going to be in for a surprise and a shock. Absolutely. Hopefully this week, we will have an audio commentary coming out. Mark and myself will be putting our own audio commentary touch to this. You can go back and check out our older one for Ebola syndrome, which we were doing to the discotheque DVD before it came out on Blu-ray from anyone. It pretty much shocked Mark to the point where I think he needed to throw up, and I'm kind of hoping to get the same reaction from him with this movie, if not a bit more. Anyway, that's all I can share with you now. I'm going to go check out as much of this as possible. Of course, I've seen a lot of it from the other Blu-ray, which you can hear my views on there. But yes, going to go check it out and let you know what I think. So, just back after checking out the 88 Films Blu-ray release of Anthony Wong and Herman Yau's amazing Untold Story. I mean, I say amazing, a lot of people are probably going to think there's something wrong with me, but it is a very, very sick and twisted film, but it's still amazing. It's still so well made, and it's just gut-churning at times, and I forgot how intense a lot of those murder scenes are, especially in this uncut format. I forgot if I didn't already mention that. It is totally uncut here, for the most part, but that final scene where there's a lot of crazy shit going on, it is still as effective today as it was when I first saw it. Picture wise, it pretty much runs on par with the Unearthed release. I don't believe it definitely doesn't state that it's a 2 or 4K restoration as such. I don't think it is, but when I kind of tested both discs alongside each other, there wasn't much difference at all, so they're pretty much on par there. The only difference, again, being on either release is that you get a Frank Jiang commentary on this one, and you get that extra special feature of Anthony Wong's UK visit from Hong Kong Superstars, which was quite a number of years ago. Runs for about 12 minutes, interesting to watch and listen to Anthony discuss his career there from years back, but yeah, there's not much difference in terms of the other features that are on here that aren't on the Unearthed version, if you already have that. Like the Cantonese Carnage with Rick Baker runs for about 13 minutes, and a few extra bits there, the trailers and whatnot. But what makes this, for me, the better version is, of course, Kung Fu Bob's artwork, this gorgeous release, the stunning case that it comes in, and of course that booklet that also came with it there. A fantastic read, beautifully put together, and definitely a bonus. When you put the two of them side by side, this definitely jumps out more so, and for me is absolutely the stronger release of the two. I did watch the film again. I watched it with the audio commentary from director Herman Yau and Miles Wood. Miles also does the archival commentary with Anthony Wong, which I had watched before on the Unearthed release. But yeah, a fantastic piece altogether, and for me, just super glad that this has finally gotten its uncut release here in the UK. So for this release, I definitely give it a double thumbs up, and I am absolutely super glad to have it in my collection. So thank you once again for watching another video here on Invincible Asia. Don't forget you can check out hundreds of others here on the channel. You can also show your continued support by heading over to my new merch store or by checking out invincibleasia.com, where you can read my full movie reviews, and follow me on Instagram at Invincible Asia. Until next time though, enjoy your Kung Fu, and I will see you soon.